Hey y'all, hey, can you see me? I hope you all are safe and doing well. But this is the project for today. I have my sewing machine and this old stool. Now I want to repurpose this stool. Now you can pick these up somewhere between $30 and $50. But why do that when you could do it yourself? Let me fix my camera so you can see me. So I have my old stool and I want to do something different with it. I got to make it over, guys. Um, the other stool I had in my bedroom, I wasn't feeling it the way it was, but this one, I think I want to repurpose it once again. I did once before, and now it's time to do it again. So I have my sewing machine, like I said, I have my stapler, and I also have this vinyl fabric that I used once before. And I think I want to use this because the top of it is going to get such wear and tear that I feel like I want to go with something like this. So when I purchased it, I had 3 yards. So I think I should have enough to do this cube. So let's go ahead and measure out and see how much fabric we're going to need. So the first thing I want to do is take my measuring tape, and I do have it right here, and I want to measure my stool. And it measures 16 inches. So this is a 16-inch square. And I want to say it's 16 by 16 all around. Yep, so it's 16 by 16. As I'm sewing this, I need a seam allowance. So I'm gonna add an additional 1 inch to each side. That will give me my 3/8 sewing allowance. So I'll be cutting my squares at 18 by 18. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear my table and get my fabric and mark out my 18 by 18 inch squares. The first thing I want to do is make sure that my factory edges are together. This will allow for a straight edge. Once I have that straight, I'll mark out my 18 inches. Now let me grab my tape measure and first put on my glasses because y'all know I can't see this little bitty writing. So I'm going to measure from the corner in to 18 inches. And I'm just going to take a pen and I'm just going to mark off the 18 inches. I'll do that all the way down and I'll mark off 18 inches square. And I'm making little marks in between, and then I'll use a ruler and connect the dots. Now I'll cut my fold edge in half, and that will give me my two 18-inch pieces. I'll use these pieces to make 3 more 18-inch pieces. So I have all 5 of my 18-inch pieces cut out.
All right, so I
I
have
have
all my
all of my
pieces cut
center
out.
cut.
This is my
It
top
is my
piece, and
center
this
piece.
is
I'm
actually the
using this
seat.
piece all the way
So what I
around, and
want to
the other
do at
piece
this
is
time is go
17. So
ahead
this was
and
so what I want to
pin
do
or
is
sew
take
everything
one of the side
around
pieces,
that.
I
So
want
let's go
to
ahead and get
start by
started.
sewing it
So I want
to
to take
the seat.
this piece,
There will be a half an inch hangover on each side.
which is the
So I'm going to
side,
sew one first, and then I'll sew the other pieces all the way around. I start by sewing right sides together on my first two pieces. Under normal circumstances, you would pin it, but because the fabric is stiff and easy to hold together, I can go ahead and sew it without the fabric moving. The first piece is sewn, and now I want to take the second piece and I want to sew it to the opposite end of the seat piece. Once that's done, I'm going to check to make sure that my seat top is the perfect size and the sides will hang in the right position. Once I have everything adjusted, I'll go ahead and move on to the next step. I grabbed my electric stapler because it would be easy to use. I also went ahead and grabbed some old batting that I had, and I want to staple it around the cube. As you can see, the old fabric or the old foam that was there had disintegrated, so I had to throw it out. So I'm just going to take this old batting to go and staple it around the cubes to soften the edges. Since I have the foam and the batting on, I'm going to check one more time to make sure my fit is correct. All right, now I'm ready to do the last two sides. So here I want to open up my seam, and now I'm going to pull out those pins, and I want to open up the sewn seam, and I want to pin it to the sides. Again, I want to leave that half an inch open on the edge, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I check to make sure that everything is in line again before adding that fourth piece and closing up all the seams.
To close up each seam.
Now I begin closing up all 4 seams. I check to make sure all my seams are open and fanned out in the right direction so that I won't have any bulkiness in my corners. I then use my ruler to measure from seam to seam to make sure that it's 16 inches across. I have all my seams attached. Now I want to cut my corners. I want to cut them on an angle, and then I want to trim off all the excess material. I want to trim it down as close as possible to the seam. I want to leave maybe a 1/4 of an inch between the seams. Now I could take my cube and pull my cover over the top. I make sure my batting is in position and smooth. I pull my leather or fabric tightly toward the bottom of the stool, and then I'll staple. Once I have a couple staples in all sides, I'll go ahead and cut away all the excess fabric before continue stapling. On the corners, I'll have to keep cutting back until I'm able to staple around where the legs go. I did remove the legs from the bottom of the piece so that I can staple everything. I'll add the legs back on and then we'll be ready to see how it all turned out. I think the stool turned out really, really nice. No, it's not perfect, but it works for what I need. And it keeps me from going out and spending $25 or more to buy a new one. The fabric I already had on hand, so why not use it to my advantage? And if you're still rocking with me, let me know. What do you think? So I have yet another piece that I've saved from the garbage can. So if you guys are out there watching and you've enjoyed this video and its content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And don't forget the notification bell so you'll know when I upload new videos. Please help me to help my channel grow. Now I'd like to thank everyone for watching and have a wonderful, wonderful day. God bless, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.